I haven't done any ESPN commentary.
Done AccuStats?
Done that once or twice. Yeah. Yeah, you should replace Mitch Lawrence. All those guys need to be replaced.
Well, you know, Mitch he's on there. You can tell that they've told him, sell it hard. Okay. We welcome you back to the Virginia State 2010 Virginia State 9-ball championships. We apologize. We had a little technical difficulties. I'm told that we're back up and online, waiting for the picture to come back up on our monitor so we can call the action. While that happens, I'll let you know that this is Brian Keller. I'm alongside Max Eberly, tournament professional Max Eberly, author of Zen Pool. Has his own website, maxeberly.com. Some great technique to learn to improve your pool game. And I can recommend him. He's been helpful to me this weekend.
Happy to hear it, Brian.
Thank you, sir. So at the table, David Hunt, currently tied 3 games all in this race to 9. It's the semifinals, one of the semifinal matches of the winner's bracket. David Hunt, John Newton are 2 combatants, score 3 all. We'd like to thank Diamond Billiards, the host room for the Virginia State 9-ball championships. We'd also like to thank McDermott Cues, the official cue of the Virginia State 9-ball championships. The Tight Rack, the official rack. For those of you just tuning in, you'll see something that looks kind of unusual to you because you won't see a mechanical rack. You can also get the tournament brackets and see how your favorite player is doing by going to www.va-pool.com. We have a question asking about Sherry and Chris Bruner. Sherry Bruner lost in her chance in the tiebreaker for the U.S. Open ticket on the women's side. Chris Bruner won his latest one-loss side match against Shorty, for you local guys, and the guys are playing right along. We have 12 players left in the tournament, including 4 on the winner's side, 2 of which you're seeing right here. David Hunt's at the table, trying to get out of this rack.
It's 3-3, isn't it?
3-3 is the score. Brandon Schuff, our defending champion, is in the other winner's bracket semifinal against Larry Kressel. They will be playing a match. Are they playing now? Okay, they're playing next. So both those guys are still in. We've got, I think we've got 3 or 4 former champions still in the match.
Well, that was interesting. I guess
Chris, your fan is glad to hear that you won earlier today.
By the 5. So this is pretty much a shot of the rest of the rack. If he makes this, he figures to get out.
I think so, yeah. So this is the key shot. I can tell you I was watching Chris Bruner's match this morning on the hill at 8-5, I think. His opponent played a full table length stave, left Chris behind a ball, nearly on the head rail. Chris pulled out his jump cue, fired a table length jump, hit the object ball perfectly, and scooted sideways into the 9 and cashed the 9 in to make a statement.
Sounds like
as he was finishing the match.
An 18-year-old shot.
He's 18 years old.
Pretty sure, right?
That he is.
Something he would pull off.
He's standing right behind us grinning right now, so it was very exciting to watch.
So young eyes.
Yeah,
young eyes
I haven't had those for like 35 years.
Jump the ball, make the 9 ball.
David Hunt on the 9 ball clears this to get to 4-3. Score right. Our other semifinal match is getting ready to start on a nearby table. Brandon Schuff, the defending champion, last year's winner, and then the winner from 2007, I believe, or 2006, Larry Kressel is playing him.
2006, yeah. I like this. It's kind of like rack your own, you know, teeing up your own golf ball when you play golf.
Yep.
I always hated the idea of your opponent teeing up your rack.
Teeing up your ball, right.
And they get their spider fingers in there and give you the horrible greasy rack. Can't make a ball. It never made sense.
Shh, Max, you're giving away my secrets. You have as much practice racking as I do. You learn to get better at it. David's breaking off in game 8 of the match, leading 4-3. And John Newton, which player Jordan steps to the table and pushes out. He's going to give David a long look at the one ball and decide if he wants to run it or not.
I call him Jordan because he's a good basketball player too.
Well, like I said, being 6'7" or 8 kind of helps. I've never seen him use a mechanical bridge in 10 years of playing against the guy. I'll tell you a funny story. When I first moved back to Richmond in 1995, I came to a local tournament they used to have on Saturday mornings at another pool room, and it was this tournament that was billed as being by the players for the players, $50. I'll try this. And I came from playing some league matches down in North Carolina when I moved here from Winston-Salem. And the first round I drew Jordan, and he absolutely thrashed me. I got 3. It was a race to 11. I got 3 games off of me. I think he felt sorry for me. He did. I think he missed 1 ball in the entire rack. It was just the whole set was amazing.
Yeah, he can play. Picking his way through this rack. That was a nice position there.
That was a nice position. He had a pretty tiny window.
The cue ball is the only ball on the table, my grandpa always told me.
That's a good point.
If you control the cue ball, you control the game. Anybody can make a shot, he told me. A lot of talented shot makers, but if you can put yourself above everybody with your cue ball control.
Words to live by in this game, no doubt.
And you can pretty much beat anybody.
So John's on the 5 ball, going to 6, and he looks to get out of this one, I think. And he's going to draw back for the 7, or no, he's going to play it forward, get himself a little angle on the 7. And
He wants to shoot the 8 inside.
yeah. So he'll come out 1 rail, do you think, to the 8, and leave himself a little angle there?
Yeah, 1 or it could come out 2 rails like that.
The one thing I notice, the next level of player above me, and bear in mind I'm 4 or 5 layers below these guys, but the next layer of player above me is really good at getting off that second rail.
Right.
Invariably,
Right.
I will go to play the second rail, and I just don't put enough juice on it and leave it stuck up against it. And I'm getting real good at hitting rail shots, but what's the trick to get past that?
Well, you want to trace the path of the cue ball with your eyes before you get down and shoot it. So look over it, look at the first rail, look over at the second rail, and then look at exactly how far you want to come off that second rail with your eyes. And then gauge the speed, and just remember that speed and get down and hit that speed.
I'll try that. You helped me already. Maybe I help me again. So John Newton clears that rack, and he gets to 4-4. We are tied up. We've got a race to 5 now because it's a race to 9, and these guys are not games all. Those of you watching, wondering where the rack is, we're using the tight rack system, which doesn't use a mechanical rack. It is installed on the table. Little, very tiny, what look like paper reinforcements, for lack of a better description. They're clear, and when you get it set up properly, the ball's racked perfectly every time. You end up with just a tight rack. And it's fascinating to watch because I've seen cut breaks, I've seen power breaks, I've seen all manner of breaks this weekend, and everybody is having some kind of success. Now, this time, John's gotten nothing. And that's the other thing. Nobody's really figured out this racking system.
Well, it's been, I like it because I don't like to see a lot of breaking runs in 9 ball. It's almost too easy when the balls go in too easy. I like to see guys fight over each rack.
Are you a fan of alternate break?
Yeah, for sure. That's the only fair way to play because
Tough to string racks together then. You're playing dogfight every time.
Yeah, it's tough to string racks, and in my opinion, just winning a game of 9-ball isn't shouldn't give you the right just to keep on breaking, because breaking is just too powerful.
Now David has played a nice safety and given John a little peek. I think you can see the edge of the 1 between the 3 and 6 ball. But he's looking around and he's looking now. He's looking to see what kind of a kick he's got. He doesn't like it. He's shaking his head a lot. He's going to have to thread this one with a little bit of right to get on the 1. And he made a good hit. That was well done. He had a very, very tiny window there. So David Hunt comes back to the table. 4 games apiece. And we're looking for him to play safe.
Back to what you were talking about with making the cue ball come off the second rail. Kind of goes back to focus on what you want to have happen. Because what you could be doing, or what you can do, sometimes the player can do, is think about what they don't want to have happen, and then of course they produce that. Just like thinking about missing, and then they miss.
Right.
Just think about where you want to get. So you have to, that's what I'm talking about. Trace the path where you want the cue ball to go with your eyes.
Right.
And where you want the cue ball to land exactly. Just think about that, and then be no problem landing there.
And the reptilian brain that we humans have makes it really difficult to talk yourself into something, because if you say don't miss to yourself, what your brain hears is miss. So instead you got to tell yourself make it.
Right.
And it's human nature is such, it's tough to talk yourself into that positive reinforcement.
You can do it.
You can do it. Be the ball. I'm gonna try that. All right, so David Hunt steps to the table. Clear shot on the 1. Looks like 2 ball. Is that on the rail over there? He's got a tricky rack here.
Close.
Nice. Fires it in with authority. Gets back to a very steep cut on the 3. That was well done.
Yeah, he had a lot of ways to mess up there.
He really did. You can't fire balls on this table without playing a safety.
I was thinking.
And he did not play a good one either.
Shoot the 4 ball up here in the same corner.
I think he's left an angle, or left a shot on the 3.
But he's trying to do the right thing. Looks like trying to play the percentage shots and stuff. This is a real tough cut inside. You're gonna have to hit this really well to make it.
Nope, playing safe.
And go for it. That was smart. Good shot.
That was smart. Now, David Hunt comes to the table, looking at this 3 ball, trying to figure out how he's going to play it. And this is no bargain shot here. He's going to kick, I think, 2 rails. Oh, he missed it. He was going to try and just clip it and get the cue ball back out of there. And instead, he's now given John ball in hand with a pretty clear path to get out and get ahead 5 games to 4.
Well, I think the 2-rail kick on that would have been dangerous for the scratch. Come underneath the 3 and scratch.
Exactly. He was scared to do that. So we have a request to turn the volume up a little bit. I don't know what they're. Try the volume control on your computer. Sorry, I don't mean to be a wise guy. All right, John Newton. All right, that's better. Good. Glad to hear it. Thanks, guys. We want to make sure our streaming audience is happy.
We're here for you.
We're here for you. There you go, Max. There's some of your favorite, some of your fans out there. John just rattled the 6 ball on a really easy shot. Now, You know, the good news is he's left David in a pretty difficult position. Unless David feels kind of sporty and wants to snap the bank in. Table length bank. No bargain here.
Just ride the 9 here.
Think so?
Yeah. Just kidding.
No, he just rolled it, and he's come up short. He is not a happy man right now.
I just want to thank Kyle Cowboy for the compliment on the DVD set. Phil, what's up, man? Thanks. There's a long shot.
So, all right, now John has bobbled the 6 ball, and he's left David a very simple out. It's just the 6 ball. Once he gets that, I think he's
We pulled a Grady
pretty good
Seasons on that one, Brian.
a Grady Seasons.
Yeah, kind of shot, stroked it, and jumped up with his bridge hand as well, you know.
Leaped up in the middle of it.
Which Grady Seasons pulls off real well in the movie The Color Money.
That was the shot he dogged to set up Newman, you mean?
No, that's
That was his stroke?
you're thinking Vince.
Oh, that's right.
Tom
I'm thinking
Cruise.
of
I'm
Grady,
talking
right.
about,
You're talking about Keith McCready.
McCready's character, yeah, Grady Seasons.
Right, right.
You know, he hits the ball and then lifts the
Right.
cue. Oh,
Leaps
he's running
up,
out.
right.
You know.
It's like a nightmare. And Keith, by the way, Keith McCready is a former Virginia State 9-ball champion. He won our second event here back in 2004.
Keither with the ether.
Keither with the ether, yeah. Earthquake Keith. He was regaling everybody at the tournament with stories, as only Keith can tell.
He's hilarious.
He's played for a little money over the years. All right, David's on this 9-ball. He's got a chance to go up 5-4. And he makes it. That kind of wiped his feet on the way in, didn't it? Wow. David Hunt goes up 5 games to 4 at the race to 9 against John Newton. You're watching the 2010 Virginia State 9-ball championships. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. This time around, we'd like to take a minute to thank Randy Gutlicher's Pool School. Go to poolschool.info for more information. ProPool.com is our official statistician of the Virginia State 9-ball championships. We'd love to thank Inside Pool Magazine. Watch us online. The free stream you're seeing today is direct result of J.R. Calvert, the publisher of Inside Pool Magazine, who is so passionate about pool. He called up the tournament promoter and said, I'd like to stream your tournament for free over the web, and that's what they're doing. So thank you, Inside Pool Magazine, for this great chance to watch Virginia's finest on the pool table.
Absolutely free.
David Hunt down on the break shot, leading 5 games to 4 in a race to 9. What's he got here, Max?
Got a push out. Unless you can barely see that the edge of the one. Looks like he can cut it in, but
Yeah.
you know,
I think so too.
got a decision to make.
Can he get to the deuce?
Safety's kind of tough. Kick behind it because those balls are blocking one ball from going up table. I just try to break out that 2 and cut the 1.
Talk about young eyes. David Hunt, nice shot. He got lucky on the roll. David Hunt last year, I think it was last year or year before, had the eye surgery. He's worn contacts for years,
Oh,
contacts and
jealous. I
glasses
want
for years.
the
Me too.
surgery.
Yeah, me too. He had the eye surgery last year, and told me it was the greatest gift he ever gave himself. His game has jumped up
Wow.
as a result of it. Plus, he doesn't find himself having to take his contacts in and out at the pool hall.
Oh, I
From
can't
the-
stand it.
all
I'm
that
wearing
drying out.
contacts.
Yeah, me too.
It's annoying. Brandon Schuff is up 3-0 in his match.
3-0 over
side.
Larry Krussell. Okay,
Yeah.
Brandon Schuff. Those of you Brandon Schuff fans, he's leading.
Efren got the LASIK surgery and won a bunch of tournaments.
He did, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. That washed-up old guy, he just struggling so bad every time he plays.
Yeah, he's amazing. What a
So
career.
fun to
Still having a
watch him.
great career.
And David missed a pretty easy shot on the 2. These tight pockets playing havoc with the players. If you are not 100% focused on that shot right there, you absolutely will rattle it. So John steps up with a chance to knot the score at 5. Tough little rack here, though. Does he have to play safe here?
I think he's got a combo.
He's going to play
3-7-6.
3-7-6 combo.
I think.
Good call.
That was the shot to get in shape, and I think he snookered himself. That's what he was worried about.
He sure did.
He needed to do something different, even if it's just a little change in speed.
The other thing that makes it easier on us folks wearing contacts in the state of Virginia, they passed a smoking ban last year in pool rooms. So
well, that's why I'm here. I was not going to show up if they were still smoking here. You know.
No one was more surprised than me when they passed it, because they grow the stuff here.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
And I was really surprised.
Somebody's doing. It's one of the good things coming out of Washington. Not too much else.
Well, it was a state ban, not a federal one. But as a former smoker, I understand the need for the nicotine. But gosh, it was tough on us after you quit smoking. It was kind of tough to come in here. One of the things my wife hated about me having this for a hobby was coming home smelling like I'd been on fire while I was out. You know, so. All right, now John's played kind of a loose safe, or David's played kind of a loose safe on John, and John now has a shot on the 3 ball.
I like to safe hit the 3 up table 2 rails and hide the cue ball behind the 9. Plus the 4 balls there as a blocker.
And you called it.
But well, he was going for the shorter option. He did a good job at it.
He's left him tight. That's a good save.
Probably a little easier to control the speed on that option. Well, that's one thing I like. Sometimes, a lot of times actually, I like it to hit kick shots hard.
Just so you get, in case you get lucky.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
play
the
for
idea?
luck. You know, I mean, if they lay right, you can hit them.
Yeah, make contact. Absolutely.
But in that case, in a lot of cases, it pays off to hit them kind of hard.
I'm with you. I try and hit him. You know, if I'm trying to make something, I'll try and hit at pocket speed because I just feel like I got a better shot at it. But if I'm just trying to hit it, I'll bust it. You know, in an effort to try and get something to happen. All right, John's on the 5 ball with a pretty decent run out. And he's pulled up nice position for the 8 ball. A little straight.
Somebody on the chat says we need personal bubbles that we can move about in freely. Smoking bubbles.
Little smoking bubbles, little helmet that you wear to smoke with.
Pollution pockets.
Just go get one of those new electronic cigarettes. Have you seen those things?
Those are
very impressive. John Newton clears the table to get 5 games apiece in the race to 4 max. We've got quite a match. As we said at the start of the telecast, this was going to be a good one. Right. Fun to watch.
actually my friend in California who owns pool hall in Modesto, Break Time Billiards, Joe Gonzalez. He smokes that electronic cigarette. Really got him off smoking.
Really good for him.
They're actually having a stop today, the California Pool Players Tour. It's a brand new tour.
Oh, very cool.
And, you know, wish them luck out there. It's a nice tour they have going on.
All right, good luck to those guys out there. There's a lot of great pool rooms out on the West Coast. I've been